Oh, shit. I didn't know we were recording. I would have talked into the microphone. Yeah. Do you like...
No one can hear you, Diego.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast.
What's up?
Joining me for a happy St. Patrick's Day is my most Irish roommate, Mike Abrusci.
I guess I am.
No, wait, not Owitz. Abrusci.
Mike Abrusci.
Mike Abrusci.
I guess I am your most Irish roommate. I have any Irish blood in me at all.
I'm wondering, I might be the most Irish roommate because I have Scottish heritage on my...
No, I have Irish. I literally do have Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a little bit of Irish in you when I'm fucking you in
I
your
hope
ass.
so. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
What's up?
I just cracked open a cool Bud Light.
You should have had a Guinness, dude.
I should have, but
Yeah.
I'm going to have Guinness later this week.
Okay.
With
yeah. And you don't want to waste too many calories this week on the Guinness.
No, I was in the grocery store. I'm like, it's St. Patrick's Day. I should have one beer.
Yeah, one big ass beer.
One tall boy. Because when I go to hockey games with Diego, he gets to see me get pretty buzzed.
Yeah.
And so I wanted you.
I like that, dude. I like when you get drunk. I still laugh thinking about when we were podcasting and you were drunk and I was talking about my dad having a heart attack and you got like incredibly concerned.
I think it was still funny though.
Yeah, no, it was still funny, but you were like, "Is he okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's like 20 years ago."
I love that alcohol makes your true self come out.
Yeah, it makes everyone else evil and it makes you like kind and empathetic.
I don't think it makes everyone, but I think most people it does. Have you ever met like other happy, like
I guess I've met some happy
party
drunks,
animals,
but I think there's always a tipping point. Maybe you just don't get drunk enough around me.
I don't think I get Mexican sad sloppy drunk.
But there's a
because I don't have a day job.
Exactly.
If I was working construction all day,
yeah,
and my fat wife was at home, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so triste.
Dude, the other day I saw a bunch of construction workers drinking beer, and I was like, "Fellas, it's early." And then I realized it was like 1:30 p.m.
On a Friday, right?
I think it was on a Friday.
It's always Friday afternoon.
Yeah, but I was like, for some reason I was like, it's the morning. It's like, no, I had just been up for an hour and a half. Like it was my morning, but those boys had probably been out there since like 6.
Yeah, since before sunrise.
Yeah.
Putting a hard day's work.
Hard day's work. I fucking taking up space in the Home Depot parking lot. I'll tell you that. I'm trying to park my damn bike here.
I was thinking about hiring daily. If I had like YouTube money, if I had more money than I did now, and was like, all right, I got stupid money.
Yeah.
I have $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
I was thinking how funny would it be to hire 3 day laborers to play like Fortnite or like Helldivers with me. Just like I need 3 more people to live stream. Just be on Twitch.
Have you seen the video of I don't know if he's like a YouTuber or a Twitch guy, but he just hires day laborers and then he just brought them to Disneyland.
Oh yeah, very funny bit.
Yeah, it's like cool. They're just hanging out eating turkey legs, wearing matching like we went to Disneyland sweatshirts and stuff.
A prank that hurts nobody.
Yeah, because he's like, well, I paid them a day rate.
Pay him $20 an hour.
Yeah, whatever. And then I also took them to Disneyland. I paid for all that. And you're like, okay. That's one of those things where I'm like, I feel like I want to be mad about this.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
You're trying to be a liberal about it. Trying to look for something to be offended.
No, not offended, but I'm more just like, I just think I hate the like, just like taking advantage of anyone style YouTube video.
Oh.
Like it's more of an anti like bullshit YouTube TikTok thing than like a race thing because he was also Hispanic.
Okay, Hispanic on Hispanic violence doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it wasn't like a race. It wasn't like a race-based thing. It was more just like a like the guys that their whole thing is like giving shit to homeless people on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah,
where it's like on one hand this is a noble thing, but on the other hand it's not because you're only doing it for the cameras.
It's the Mr. Beast thing where he's like, I gave 10,000 children filled like teeth.
Yeah.
I dug, and people are like, this is, and I'm like, well, how can you be mad at this?
Yeah.
There's 99 out of 100 other Mr. Beast videos that suck.
Yeah.
This is the one where
we made them do Squid Games for real. You're like, that one's really bad. That is not good.
we made day laborers get drunk.
Yeah. We bought day laborers $82 beers at Disneyland and made him eat a turkey leg. And then you're like, oh shit, that's
making day laborers do the cinnamon challenge. Just torturing day laborers.
Dude, like, there was a band. I wish I could remember who it was. I think it was maybe Converge. But there was a band that was like at a big hardcore festival being like, if you could do the cinnamon challenge, you get like $100 worth of free merch. And a bunch of people did it. I don't think anyone did it. Like no one completed it.
I don't think anyone ever finished it.
That's because what was it? A tablespoon of cinnamon?
Yeah, people almost died from breathing in cinnamon.
Diego did it? Diego did the cinnamon challenge, everyone.
You almost died? That's what he's mouthing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diego, this is too distracting, but it's fine. It is what it is.
I'm not distracted at all because I'm not interested in Fortnite.
You don't like Fortnite, but
I don't.
Like, oh, dude, I want to backseat game him.
Every time I see you guys playing, I think about that Lady Gaga tweet.
What is Fortnite?
What is Fortnite? Yeah. I just go like, what the fuck is this thing? It really bugs me.
It's
because it's for children. I know you guys are having fun and it's mostly just to like whatever bullshit and waste time.
That's one of the things. Children don't play the mode we do. They do, but it's funny
to play build mode.
No, they play like little kid game modes.
Okay.
But it's funny thinking about like introducing people to Fortnite and video games, and like I'm seeing girls on TikTok get super like into everyone's getting into Fortnite post-pandemic. Everyone's playing it.
Yeah.
And it's funny to think about like, oh, I've been playing shooter video games since I was 10.
Yeah, because is it just the aesthetics of it?
No, the aesthetics
more popular. It looks like it's for babies.
No, yeah, it does look like it's for babies, but it is a free game that is decent, so that's why it's popular.
Okay, that makes
sense.
It's
free. 2, it's better than all the other free games.
Yeah, because what are the other free games? Snake on your Nokia phone?
No, you got to pay 99 cents in the.
You have to pay 99 cents to get Snake on your Nokia phone.
No, that one
now?
did come free. You have to have a Nokia phone. Yeah. No, all the other free games are like Apex Legends or
Minesweeper.
Duty, Minesweeper. I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of. They all stink. They all suck.
Tetris.
It's not free.
Damn, you gotta pay for Tetris.
You gotta pay. But
3D pinball on the Windows.
That one's free.
Yeah, that's free.
But that was only like XP Service Pack 1.
Yeah,
they took it out later.
It's bullshit, dude.
It's all bullfucking shit. Another TikTok I saw that was very funny and Latino rated was some black lady had she had the Braves logo in the background, and because the what is that? That's baseball, right? The
baseball, yes.
Yeah, Braves. And then she's like, how would you feel if it was this? And it's a black lady. She changes the logo, and it's the Chicanos. And it's the same logo, but it's Hispanic.
Yeah.
And there was not one comment that was like, no, we would love that.
I think that would be good. Yeah,
the Chicanos as a baseball team would be the most popular team.
Because it wouldn't be, it would have to be like something more racist.
I don't think you could be racist against Hitler. You could be the Wetbacks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be that.
Like the Diamondbacks versus the Wetbacks. And Latinos would be like,
back to back.
We would love it.
Yeah. That was like, there was a shirt that somebody sold for a long time online where it was the Cleveland Indians logo, but it said the Caucasians.
Yeah, I see black guys wearing that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's really funny. They're not the Guardians anyway. Dude, one of the times I got the most by listening to Diego was we were in LA and we were at this vintage store with a bunch of people.
He's like, you can say it.
Yeah, he said I could say it, and then I got beat up. No, but there was like they had like a rack of like $5 shirts at this vintage store, and it was one of them was like a Cleveland Indians World Series shirt or something, and I was like, do you think this is $5 because this shirt's kind of racist? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, do you think it's like fine if I buy it? He goes, I think it's fine. And then I like show it to everyone. They're like, what'd you get? I get this. And somebody immediately goes like, that was weird you bought that. And I was like, God damn it. I just got the fucking shirt.
Was it a white lady? It
was a white guy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. Was he trying to impress a white lady?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I think he just thought it was weird that I bought it.
Was he trying to like bust your balls?
I don't know.
Like in the way I would be like, kind of weird. You're being ironically racist.
I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't know him. He was like one of the people I knew least well in the group.
Oh, so he didn't.
So he wasn't like he
vibe.
No, he was like fine. He's like we vibed, but I just didn't. He's not like it wasn't like Diego or like Chris or somebody like busting my balls. You know, it was like
oh, my Latino friend told me to buy it.
Diego said I could buy it, and he's not white.
Yeah, liberals are playing with the idea that it's the new, like, are Latinos the new white supremacists?
Oh, I was like, yeah, they have. What do you mean new? they've been on that.
Where do you think all the Germans went after World War II?
Yeah, Mexicans love swastikas.
So I'm tired of every single TikTok that starts with, can we talk about discourse?
No one's it's crazy how no one's talking about they are. Well, everyone's talking about everything.
I hate that you're making a video and you're like, do I have permission to just make a video?
Just do it.
Just start talking.
Yeah. You don't need
Can we talk about cannolis and the history?
Yeah.
Just start talking. I don't have time.
Yeah.
You have 3 seconds of my attention span.
But because that's the thing too, where people try to not code it, but like they will try to kind of like insulate themselves from criticism, where they're like, can we talk about blah blah? It's like, just talk about the thing, or don't. Just like I think this thing is racist, or I think this thing is bad.
Diego just killed a Latino character in Fortnite.
I think that's disgusting.
That's brown on brown violence.
Chupacabra, or whatever that fucking guy's name is.
It was some Aztec lady.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
El Chupacabra.
Yeah.
El Chupa mis nalgas.
Who's the fucking cockroach guy?
What is his name? What is the cockroach character? He has the Fortnite skin. El Chapulín Colorado.
Yeah, okay. El Chupacabra's not terribly far off.
No. I was just that is a.
I'm saying, but I was like, okay, I'm not so far off.
And he hasn't had his Fortnite skin for like 400 days. The reason we started playing is because we were like, oh, it'd be so funny to roll up in 4 players in El Chapulín Colorado skins.
Yeah,
just the Bumblebee Man from the Simpsons characters.
So that's what the Bumblebee Man's based on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, just a silly Mexican daytime TV comedies costume.
Yeah.
And so that's. It still hasn't been re-released, and here we are a year and a half later.
I think it will never be, and you guys are just stuck here till you die.
And once I buy it, then I don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, you kind of don't have to play.
I guess it's done.
I saw a Simpsons clip that somebody posted being like, speaking of getting in trouble, not getting in trouble for stuff, but they're like, how did they get away with this? And it was them at a St. Patrick's Day parade, and it was like Bill Ryan's fish and chip shop, and then it just gets blown up by a bomb, and everyone cheers.
Because of the IRA stuff?
Yeah. Because it was definitely during it was from the 90s.
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny bit. And sometimes sensitive topics are more funny.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
I was thinking it was when Bart gets drunk. Doesn't he get drunk at the Irish parade?
Oh, no. Yeah, because he has the big horn. And
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, and they're pouring beer down it. It's fucking awesome.
I love
The Simpsons are the Simpsons. I'm gonna say this right now, right directly into the camera.
This might be unwoke.
The Simpsons are funny.
You're gonna get canceled for that one.
And children drinking alcohol is really funny. I think you should be straight edge after you turn 21. Before that, I think you should drink a lot.
Get it out of your system.
Yeah, that's my new take. It's funny when a little kid is drunk, and it's weird when an adult is drunk.
You see that?
Why don't you have control over yourself?
Yeah, it's more. That's why I think I'm okay to drink, because I get childlike wonder when I drink.
That's true. Yeah,
but when
then that's kind of how you excuse your pedophilia.
Because I'm like, no, I was drunk.
I know. I was a child at heart.
Your Honor, I had childlike wonder. I was blackouts.
I was blackout drunk, and I had the inquisitive nature of someone who hadn't been beaten down by life yet.
Me drunk, blackout drunk in court.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's great.
I love this judge.
I want to defend myself. I want to be my own lawyer. It probably would work. I've never tried playing piano while drunk. What if I'm great at it?
You know what? What if you are great at it?
What if
you're fucking awesome at the piano while you're drunk?
I should give myself auto brewery syndrome.
What is that?
That's the one where you have the bacterial yeast in your gut,
and you're just always drunk,
and it creates alcohol.
That's like the beer version of when the lady hits her head and becomes Chinese. It has the Chinese accent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the auto brewery syndrome. It affects 100 people in the world.
That's so awesome. Do you think? No, he wouldn't be one of those guys. The Chinese guy that chugs beer, because he needs the alcohol.
What Chinese guy that chugs beer?
Isn't there like a Chinese guy on TikTok who just chugs beers really fast and smokes cigs and wears sunglasses?
I think there's probably a dozen, but I don't know who you're talking about.
There's just one guy I see drinking beer a lot. Those Chinese guys, I see people being like, hell yeah.
There's the Japanese guy who reviews beers.
No, this is like a big fat guy in like a room.
A fat Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm picturing like 10 different guys. They bang the knife and flip off the bottle cap and like swirl. They have their weird Chinese beer that they swirl around.
Yeah, Chinese swag.
I would love some Chinese beers.
Let me see if I can find him. Fat
Chinese guy.
Fat beer. Chinese beer guy TikTok. If this works, I'm going to be fucking psyched.
No, TikTok is really good at search. It'll know exactly what you want. You have to search on TikTok, though, not Google.
This guy, the beer tornado guy.
Yeah, he spins it around.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I like when they put centipedes in the beer.
Ooh, that's like...
They fry the beer. When it's like a hot oil beer. That's one of those things. I would love to go to any country and they're like, do you want to eat fried tarantula? Do I?
Dude, yeah.
Yes, let me try bat. I absolutely want to eat the most foreign, weird, fucked up thing. You ever watch Andrew Zimmern?
I used to watch him, but I didn't like him. Like, he was
too kind about the food. He was always like, oh, this is interesting. Squid brains on a toast made out of mouse fur. This is an interesting custom of your culture. And I'm like, just say it's fucked up and weird.
Yeah, there's some guys that would. Yeah. This guy,
he's fat.
Yeah, he's just a big fat face from drinking a bunch of beers. But yeah, Andrew Zimmern. I feel like there's a couple times I've seen him be like, "This is gross," but it's like the thing where I'm like, I just don't care. I'm like, oh, other cultures have stuff that's not normal to me.
I'm always wondering, like,
okay,
cultures come here and they're like peanut butter and jelly because the rest of the world hates peanut butter.
Really?
Yeah, peanut butter is disgusting to the rest of the world. It's an American only like taste.
That's really crazy.
So
even like the Brits.
What's the Brit? Oh, like I don't
British people.
I don't know the British because they have Nutella. That's what they're obsessed with.
Yeah.
So Mormon missionaries will go to South America and they'll mail their parents back and be like, "Can you send me peanut butter?
I need peanut butter."
You can't even buy peanut butter in South America.
That's so crazy.
And they have like something called manjar, and they put it on their pancakes, at least in Chile.
Yeah.
And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever. It was like
Is it like Vegemite?
No, it's not salty. It's like it's a gooey. I'm trying to think of what the texture is. It's like a solid goo.
Oh, okay, so it's like molasses?
It's like thicker, but like rubbery. It's like a goo that you can cut with a knife.
No, I'm good
and
on that.
And it's super sugary.
I'm so good on that.
But also like the taste is like not peanut buttery, but yeah. Is
it peanut based?
No, it's probably like soy bullshit, corn something.
Yeah, because I know it's like, in like Chinese and Thai cooking, peanut is like like there's like peanut butter, but it's like savory. It's not like
peanut and spicy stuff.
Yeah. I don't love it though. Oh, he's going crazy. There we go. But yeah, no, I don't. Sometimes the only time I like it is kind of like Dan noodle. There'll be like peanut butter in there sometimes, but they'll be like, it'll be like spicy peanut noodle, and I'm like, oh, I'm eating peanut butter spaghetti. That's what this is. It's peanut butter spaghetti. It's just fucking noodles with peanut butter on it.
You just need a little bit of jelly in there,
dude.
Peanut butter jelly spaghetti.
Dude, peanut butter and jelly is so fucking good. I haven't eaten real peanut butter in so long. I've been eating my fucking powdered peanut butter.
Why not?
Because it's just so much less.
Is it vegan?
It is, yeah, but it's just less. Since I've been trying to like.
You gotta have a cheat day.
I do have a cheat day, but I'm like, I don't care about that much about. Like, I don't.
You don't want to waste it on a PB&J.
On PB&J, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat a fucking Reuben sandwich and French fries like I did yesterday.
That's the thing about cheat day. You can eat more than one meal.
No, but that'll fuck you up. You get a cheat meal.
No, I like a cheat.
Brother, you live a cheat life. You okay?
The next one, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah. You should have a cheat day where one day you just eat really healthy.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
And I'm like, oh,
you have a constrained
good.
Day.
I'm waking up on time.
Yeah, you wake up.
Sleep schedule's normal.
You wake up at 8 a.m. You have some water.
Just I don't think I've drank water in a month,
dude. I'm not really good at drinking water either. I drink water when I'm at the gym, and like that's it. Or sometimes when I like have a creatine, but even most of the time I just take my creatine and I put it into an energy drink and shake it up and drink it.
It's 2024. We have color TV. We have the internet. We have TikTok. Why would I drink plain water?
No, first of all, I'll be squeezing. I do.
We have chemicals.
I know.
I'm saying
I do enhance my water a lot. I'll be squeezing Mio in there. Get some flavor in there at least. First of all, they took water and made it made you feel better with it.
No,
by alcohol.
I should do just one tall boy before the gym.
Dude, you should drink it at the gym.
Just every morning and every afternoon have one tall boy with half a Red Bull. And I already feel it. I'm like, oh, man, I feel life is beautiful.
Dude, you should.
I love my roommates. I want to give them a kiss on the mouth.
Dude, you should do like a half beer, half Red Bull kind of michelada situation.
What's that?
Isn't a michelada? It's like a margarita with a beer poured into it. Yeah.
That's how little I know about alcohol.
Yeah.
I think I did it right. Avoid alcohol like for pretty much for the first 30 years. Now that everyone's getting old, once you hit the wall at 35, now I'm like, oh, I should start drinking now.
Yeah, because now you don't have like it's weird because it's like you didn't go through like the party phase.
The teen like rebellion.
Yeah. Or the like getting blackout drunk and like throwing up phase. And then now you're like, I have one tall boy and like I feel pretty good. All right, that's it.
I've been blackout throwing up and I've never missed the toilet.
That's so funny.
One of the Shane's old stories when we lived in an apartment, the apartment in Astoria, is I was like blackout in his room talking to him, and I was just like passed out, and so he had to pick me up and carry me to my room.
Yeah.
And then he says, as soon as he put me down, I got up and went over to the bathroom and threw up. Because there's something still in there. Like, I'm nice, I'm respectful, I'm clean, especially when I'm drunk.
Having to carry someone when they're like passed out is like
dead drunk
it's
weight.
So insane. That's
why I only date petite women.
Dude, still, when I lived in Albany, we lived in a house that was like kind of similar to this one in that it was like it would basically be like it was a 3-story house and each level was a different apartment. So there was like the basement, ground floor, the main floor, and then the top floor. I lived on the main floor. And it was like our apartment was the first one renovated.
And the fattest guy lived on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, and he crashed through the wall. But no, so I lived on like the main floor, and then basically our landlord was like, "We'll give you money off your rent if you can like find people to take the other apartments." So
was that bad of a neighborhood?
I think it was just like it was in Albany, and it's just like there's always people.
It's not
like it's because it's like
homes than
it's like a college town, so it's just like there's a big influx during the school year, and then people leave for the summer. So I think it was like right before the summer. So he was like, "Oh, whatever. Like if you can get people in there, cool. Like we'll give you money off your rent for like a month. You know, like whatever. We'll give you $50, $100 off." And we were just like, "Oh, cool, whatever." Like the apartment was like it was like redone nice enough. It wasn't like, oh, this is crazy, but it was like, okay, everything's new, nothing's like falling apart. So we convinced people, like convinced these 2 brothers who we know to live in the 2 brothers. They were white, but they were brothers. To live in the basement, the ground floor apartment. And then these 2 girls we knew lived upstairs from us. And then of course my roommate started dating one of those girls like immediately.
That's my dream, to date someone.
I want to date. My goal is to date someone who lives around the corner.
Yeah,
that's like so perfect. Because
then you could still be like, I can't. I'm working.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
I got a podcast.
Yeah,
sorry, don't come over.
Yeah,
but then like, hey, it's 3 a.m. You're 20 steps away.
Yeah, hey, yeah, exactly.
It's like when you're married and you have different twin beds. That's
but so awesome.
Even nicer. Imagine having different rooms.
Yeah, or different houses.
Or different apartments.
You should have 2 houses on the same property, 2 tiny homes that you guys live in with a connected hallway.
And you charge her more. You charge her enough rent that she pays for both.
Exactly. Yeah. You're a scumbag landlord to your wife. That was like Tim Burton and the lady with the crazy hair.
Helena Bada
Carter. Yeah, they had like separate homes that were connected by a big long hallway.
And they still got divorced.
So maybe it doesn't work. But so my roommate started dating a girl who lived upstairs, and we were all like friends before we all like lived in the same house.
I would have bunk beds for all my wives.
Dude. I mean, eventually at one point this apartment it was almost a bunk bed situation. But so my roommate went on tour with his band. But his girlfriend still kept coming down into our apartment to like hang out.
Seinfeld style?
Yeah, but in a way it was like just like me and like the drummer of my band and whatever, we were hanging out. And then one night she like took way too much Xanax and just like
2?
Yeah, probably. And just like kind of like passed out on the couch. And eventually we were like, hey, you got to get up and get the fuck out of here. Like I think we like wanted to go out.
You're harshing our vibes.
It's like, hey, you're like a sleep woman that is not my girlfriend. You're my roommate's girlfriend.
For safety, you should be locked in your house.
Exactly. So then me and my friend had to just like carry her upstairs to like her, because we were like, you're not gonna like die, right? And she was like, I was like, okay, good enough for me.
She just zanned out.
Yeah,
it's not like how Lil Peep died.
How did he die?
I think he was zanned out.
Yeah. Shout out
Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Or is that Lil?
No, Lil Peep is the one that loves Trump.
I think that's Lil Pump.
That's Lil Pump. You're right. Yeah.
Which I'm like, is Lil Peep and Lil Pump two different guys?
They are. Yeah. Lil Peep was the white. What? It was the little white boy with face tattoos.
I think he had the Lisa Simpson throat tattoo.
Oh, okay.
That I see other people getting. It's cringe to me when someone copies someone's tattoo.
If it's not like a traditional tattoo.
No, if it's like a traditional, like hundreds of people have gotten anchor on the arm.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
But it's like there's that one rapper who has Anne Frank tattooed on his face, and if I saw someone else have Anne Frank tattooed on the face,
you're
like,
fucking
you
poser.
stole that.
Yeah, you're a fucking poser.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That was his thing. So if I get a gorilla on my back, if I get the Simpsons tattoo of the gorilla reaching for the bananas and the shark biting him on my back, and then someone else steals that idea, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna
say it on here then.
No one's gonna do that.
Hey, don't steal from him. He's my friend.
Don't do it. I'm gonna get one tattoo.
Don't steal. Yeah, he's gonna get one big giant tattoo,
and I'm gonna forget it's there.
Dude, you won't. You might. Actually, you might.
I might. Things are looking up.
I forget about tattoos I have all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. People be like, "What about this one?" I'm like, "Oh, it's on the back of my arm. I never see it." Like somebody saw one that I have recently and I forgot, and they started laughing, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that is funny. Forgot that I have it."
It'd be funny to forget like about a swastika tattoo. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, I guess
Oh.
I forgot to be racist today.
Oh, I used to be a Nazi. I'm sorry. That's why I have that. I'm not anymore, but you know,
just
like, oh, okay, football player guys who used to be in the NFL can keep their helmet, but I can't keep my swastika tattoo after I stop being racist. Oh, okay.
I'm starting to notice like a lot of people with like really blacked out parts of their bodies that I'm like, interesting.
I saw a girl on the train today. Diego and I sat across from her on the train coming back from the gym, and she had a heart on her throat. It was big as fuck, and it was fully black. And I was just like, okay, is that like a goth tattoo, or is that like a weird cover up of like a probably swastika?
Or like a black sun, or
yeah, something like that. There's a dude I know who has, I think he's still straight edge, but he had a huge like a chest piece with a heart with 3 X's inside of it, but the heart was black, and then the X's were like open, like plain skin, like not filled in.
Okay.
So I was like, in my head immediately, I was like, oh, you got that so in case you break edge, you can just fill it in and just have a big black heart with wings or whatever.
Fucking poser.
Yeah.
Ain't about that life.
Mm-mm.
You should get 3 X's on your forehead.
Yeah.
If you should be like Moby,
dude,
with his vegan tattoos.
Dude,
he means it. Respect
vegan.
For that.
You know what? As much as he sucks, he is really vegan. Like, I respect it. He's super vegan. He's vegan for life in fucking Arial font, and then animal rights huge on his arms.
That's like schizophrenia tattoos.
Dude, yeah. It's like, dude, you have too much money and no one has told you no in so long.
Ever.
Except for Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman did when he was like, I dated her. She's like, no, you didn't.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that my cousin said that too?
What?
That he dated Natalie Portman?
But I believe him.
No, there's no fucking way, dude. Fat ass motherfucker.
I'm on your team.
He told me that as soon as the Phantom Menace came out, because she's from Long Island.
You know, I dated Natalie Portman.
Oh no, I do, but I believe that because you're a kind-hearted man and you have the soul of a child.
When I was on Reddit, I created the Natalie Portman subreddit.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so then it was like, here's a picture of Natalie Portman that I like. Here's some like headphones and stuff. And then other like guys started logging onto it, and I felt like, oh, you guys are being weird about this.
You guys are being weird.
I just want to jack off to her. I think she's sexy. You guys like are obsessed with her.
Yeah, no, dude. That is like.
So if you go there, it probably still exists, and people are still posting pictures of her.
Do you get like Reddit karma or whatever for it?
No, it just says this subreddit was created by, and it's like my old username.
Yeah.
I hope nothing's attached to that username.
I bet there is a fucking police report for you being a pedophile about Natalie Portman.
All the weird subreddits I used to subscribe to.
Everyone's being like, oh, Natalie Portman, blah, blah, blah. And you go, and what about Leon the Professional? You keep bringing it back to that. And how good is she in Leon the Professional?
What? She made other movies?
Yeah, interesting. All right. Are you talking about Natalie Portman for Leon the Professional? She was in Star Wars? All right, whatever. But yeah, when Star Wars came out, she's from Long Island, but from like probably an hour west of where I'm from. So like, it would be silly for them to have any overlap. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I dated, I kissed her." Like, yeah, she's from, we dated each other. We went to school together. I go, "No, you didn't. She's from like way far away." That would be like us saying, but like,
she could have been at a party and he could have kissed her.
There's no fucking way this goon kissed beautiful Natalie Portman.
Sometimes when you're A-list celebrity, you just want to live like a normal person.
And I want those women. If any A-list celebrity women are on the Cowboy Boys Patreon for some reason,
and they are. There's a list. They're lurking.
They're there for sure. I just want you to know that I am available to be whatever your weird thing is.
And you will not kiss and tell, unlike your cousin or Moby.
My cousin. And listen, dude, first of all, he's only my cousin through marriage. He's not blood related to me at all.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we don't share the same kind of snitch DNA. And I'll be any kind of celebrity woman's side piece. I don't need to be your like real romantic partner.
I would love to date a celebrity.
I think it'd be awesome.
Because we know kind of a rich woman, and she always is complaining about how guys are intimidated by her wealth. And I'm like, what?
Oh, I just want to be like, I just think you're annoying, probably. It's probably the big part about it.
No, I could deal with any woman if she's annoying and had millions of dollars.
I'll say this. I've only dated women who make more money than me until probably right now.
And you're like...
Yeah, because, I mean, up until... I don't know. Now, still, it's pretty easy for women to make more money than me.
Yeah, they're in the workplace now.
Yeah, they're working. It's like, I'll be in the kitchen. That's fine.
No, now this is the future women wanted.
Yeah,
they have to cook and provide.
Yeah,
and men have to make podcasts and stream on Twitch.
I say this: a man's place is in the joint bank account. That's my stance.
I'm supposed to be writing bits.
Yeah.
And
I have to
getting day drunk.
Yeah. I got to figure out which new video game to play on Twitch. And do jujitsu.
We're supposed to be working on the arts. That's what it is.
Literally.
I don't want to. I wish I could go back to my blue collar job.
Yeah.
But I don't have a girlfriend, so now I have to bury myself in the arts.
We literally have patrons like we're old timey artists.
Was it old timey art? Oh, I guess they had like rich Rockefellers just throwing them money.
Or like medieval.
How did that work?
They just you were under the tutelage of the queen or whatever. Like they would just you'd be like, oh, this rich guy pays me money to paint paintings all day because he likes me.
It's more democratized now.
Yeah,
that is nice.
But also, you could get away with having one fan, or you could get away with having one fan who is the CIA.
Well, that's what all those new what is it called? All the artists in the MoMA, all the what is that?
Like postmodern art?
Not postmodern. What is it? It's not. I don't know the word. What is Jackson?
Abstract.
Abstract. But even abstract, it's the like post-ab, whatever. That's a whole different thing I've talked about, and people have talked about it way better than I have.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how it sucks. Well, we were talking about it earlier. The how everyone gets to have an opinion on everything and media literacy.
Oh, yeah.
And how media literacy is the big like hot topic of the month.
It's so
and
stupid.
Everyone has
it happens all the time. Dude, you see people debating about fucking Catcher in the Rye again? It's back. It's back again. Every fucking 2 years. Yeah, actually, I got a tweet. I'm going to retweet about it right now.
Because a bunch of things have happened this month for media literacy. Can we talk about this? Can we
talk about Dune? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are.
Because a video game, Helldivers, got released, so everyone started watching Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers is I don't know if you knew this, Mike. Starship Troopers is satire and not supposed to be taken seriously. And so a bunch of people were watching Starship Troopers and being like, well, this is a little on the nose. And then Dune came out, so a bunch of people are like, I don't know if I'm the only person who noticed this, but Paul's not a good guy.
Yeah.
And then there was what was the third thing? Oh, it was what is that? Emma.
Poor Things.
Poor Thing. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, but they're like, isn't this movie a little weird?
It's
and you're like, yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So there's like all these things that have come out that everyone is like having a problem with bad. Not I wouldn't even say bad, but like maybe I hate using the word problematic because it's all those just like not good guys.
Yeah.
It's we were just watching that YouTube video when it was just like here's the bad guys of a movie and it showed Patrick Bateman.
Yeah,
like he's the main character. What are you talking about? He can't be a bad guy.
Yeah,
so
it's like
I'm tired of all these people on TikTok and social media and Twitter especially being like,
I think TikTok might be worse.
TikTok probably is.
I think TikTok might be worse because there's not a character limit of what you can say.
And it's also more random how it's fed, whereas Twitter you have to already have like proven yourself and get a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
So you like have your thing go more viral. Follow me on Twitter, everybody.
Yeah.
I suck.
Me too. I'm not funny anymore. I don't know what happened.
You lost it.
I did, dude. I was fat and I had it, and I got less fat and I lost it.
You might get it back again. It comes in cycles. I feel like it goes in cycles for me. Sometimes
I really lost it though, dude. I'm like typing stuff up on Twitter. I'm like, this isn't funny even a little.
I'm not even laughing when I write this.
I'm just trying to put something out there.
I used to write tweets and be like laughing. I was like, oh, this one's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, I'm awesome.
And
I'm not.
I like hate, and I figured it out. It's because Twitter used to be hard to use. Twitter used to be like, what the hell? Like you had to like kind of figure out how to like tweet. There was like a little bit of a cut, and so it's my main complaint is TikTok is so easy to use. Anyone can just record themselves. Some retard in a trailer could be like, "Let's go, Donald Trump, 2024. I'm doing a shot of beer for every like on this vid." Like, and I love it for that. I love that way I get to see that. But I hate when someone of that intelligence falls into the trap of. Can we talk about how Paul is a white savior? They're like learning that liberal speak.
Yeah. Oh God. Because it's like you're just saying words that you have heard.
Yeah.
It's not even like if you're like if you are intelligent and have a real critique about something. Because that's the thing is that we have demonized criticism, and now everyone's opinion also matters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, which one is it? Can you? Do we have to let people enjoy things and everything is good? Or do we have to search for the little pieces of what is considered problematic in every piece of media?
In everything.
It's like, which one is it? Is it everything is problematic or let people enjoy things?
Or you can't even like have a bad character to be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't sew a bunch of dead people together and reanimate him.
Yeah.
Because he might attack the village and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, dude. That's how I felt about that but that's the thing. It was like that fucking movie. Did you like that movie, Jojo Rabbit?
It was all right.
I fucking hated it.
I didn't love it like people did, but
I hated it because I hate Taika Waititi.
I agree.
I hate everything he's ever done.
Yeah, he's a cornball, but I do think it is cool to make fun of Hitler.
I think it's cool to make fun of Hitler, but I think that
the liberals have taken away from that. It's like you're not even supposed to make fun of Hitler.
Yeah, because even just saying it,
we can't even mention him. He was a bad guy. Where it's like, come on, make one of my favorite. Jimmy Kimmel sketches was like this. It was a movie. The movie it was some like Oscar thing.
Yeah,
where they got I think the actress who plays Precious. Yeah, that fat black lady. She was like, I always wanted to play Hitler and represent him as how he should have been, a proud woman of color. It's so like really funny.
Yeah,
like and that's like what Mel Brooks and like old funny Jews were like. Making fun of Hitler is the biggest insult.
Yeah, I'm a Jew who's still alive.
Yeah,
making fun of Hitler,
and that's where like all the comedy stuff comes from. It's like we're still here and we're laughing at you.
Yeah,
and you can't laugh at anything anymore. You can't have like a nuance. Just like we're fucking making fun of it. I mean, you can.
I think you can.
We're being a little Seinfeld about it.
Yeah.
You can't perform at colleges anymore.
Yeah, I think it's the thing. It's like you can, but also that's the thing about like how making political stances or whatever opinions like a team sport like it is now.
Yeah.
Where it's like even if something is funny, you have to pretend it isn't because it's the person who's not on your side. Yeah. Saying it, you know? So it's like if a person that you see as like, I mean, because I'm trying to think of like who's like in the world of like comedy that like if Adam Carolla says something that's actually very funny, you'd have to be like, nah, it's this guy.
He's right wing and he's an old
but he boomer right wing guy. He sucks. So in general,
but he has some funny things every now and then. I'm like, got it. And some lib cucks make me laugh sometime, and I'm like, I'm always giving props when they're
that's the thing. If something is funny, it's funny.
But the whole thing I hate right now is everyone just speaking on how media literacy is dead, and I'm like, no, media literacy isn't dead. Just the stupidest people get to have opinions.
But this is the thing. I was talking about this in general with some friends recently, where it's like, are we stupider than we've ever been, or do we just have we have access to so many more people now? It's insane.
No, that's what it is. I'm saying,
but I'm saying like it's like, okay, so like my parents, they had however many friends and family members, and then a little bit of gossip from outside of that crew. You got. And then you got like, and then you had like celebrity magazines, but if you didn't read them, you're not like, oh, I don't know about the celebrity drama. But now it's like, why do I know about Ariana Grande stealing some lady's husband who played SpongeBob on Broadway? And then I also am like watching a video about some woman complaining about like her like family drama. I'm like,
is that your algorithm?
No, I'm just saying, like, these are just things that I see.
Because mine's nothing but Down syndrome guys.
Yeah.
Like, I love peanut butter.
I will say this: you have meticulously curated your algorithm, and I'm saying that in the most neutral way possible.
I saw a Down syndrome guy with a Reese's T-shirt, and he was like, "At Reese's, I would love a sponsorship."
Yeah,
it was
that's
so
awesome.
Sick.
But it's like, it's like.
Hold on, a side note. I also saw a Down syndrome guy today at the dog park, and he had his dog. And
did his dog have Down syndrome?
I don't know. I can't tell with dogs.
That's true.
But he was like leaning on the fence, and he was like trying to talk to this woman, a beautiful woman.
That's so awesome.
He was just like,
that's fucking awesome.
He was like kind of like spitting game the way I spit game. Like,
you think he was one of the most suave Down syndrome guys that have ever existed?
He looked like he was Hispanic. He was a Hispanic, well, rare Latino Down syndrome.
My next door neighbor growing up, Latino Down syndrome guy.
Ooh,
yeah.
Was he cool?
He was really happy.
Did he get blasted drunk on the weekends?
No, he didn't get drunk. I never knew how old he was because they always kind of treated him like he was a kid still, you know? Because he would go to some program and then come home like in like a bus, you know? So they'd get him from the bus and stuff, and then we would like sometimes get the ice cream man together and stuff like that. But I think I was like 5 and he was like 23.
Oh. And just hanging out.
He was just like if we were in the front yard at the same time kind of thing.
But and you're like, I like monster trucks. He's like, me too.
No, he did not speak a lick of English.
Oh.
Only spoke Spanish.
But you still knew.
That he had Down syndrome?
Yeah.
yeah, I could tell by his face. I saw it.
You're like, your Spanish sounds a little weard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was like his...
That's so funny.
Yeah, because like his family
Only
were...
one language.
Yeah, dude. I guess it's like if... Because his parents spoke English... well
Poorly?
Enough
just to get by.
Yeah, but they were immigrants, so I'm sure it's like, okay, well, they just speak Spanish around the house all day long, so he only knows Spanish, even though he was probably born here.
Did he know any like cool English words like ice cream or peanut butter or like
you know what? I don't think
Snickers
so.
bar?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All the important ones.
Oh yeah, marshmallow, kind of all the stuff you need to get by in the world.
All my favorite things.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
Oh no, it's just you just know it's like, oh, I just have access to literally on my phone. I have access to millions of people right now. I have access to everyone on Twitter, everyone on Instagram, everyone on TikTok. So I'm just hearing every single opinion. Because you used to just be like, okay, I'm reading the newspaper, and here are opinions of people who are paid to research and write about things, even if it's whatever.
People who are the best at it.
Yeah, or just whoever, but it's like...
dog shit guys who are good at spitting their dumb opinions.
Yeah, because it's like...
this is still entertaining, even though I hate them.
Yeah, who did you hear talk about movies before 2005? Movie critics. Whatever, some year. I don't know, just picked a random year, but you know what I mean.
Now it's some 12-year-old with a TikTok or a YouTube.
Lights, Camera, Jackson.
Is that his name?
That's like, he was like a Twitter kid, or like, it was like a thing. It was like a guy that like a lot of people like make fun of because he's like super corny. He was like a kind of kid who would wear like a bow tie and suspenders and shit. Like one of those kids. He was like, if Review Bra wasn't cool.
Review Bra is pure. His opinion matters.
His opinion does matter, dude. He's knowledgeable.
There was some YouTuber we were watching where he was reviewing the first Dune movie, and he's like, he was reviewing Dune, and what was it? He's like, I haven't read any of the books, and also I didn't finish the movie or something. It was like, what are you doing?
Like, why are you like?
Why are you talking about this?
Doing? Yeah.
He's like, well, I have to put out a video, or I got to get it out the schedule.
Yeah, that's the thing where it's like people are like slaves to content rather than they're like, oh, I'm a movie like it's instead of like being really interested in movies and reviewing them, you're like, I'm interested in being a YouTuber. What can I be a YouTuber about? What can I do with TikTok? What can I have a TikTok account about?
I'm kind of being hypocritical because we're like, oh, we're podcasters. Oh, what happened today? I saw a guy with Down syndrome at the bar.
But that's the thing. Our art is bullshitting. That's
true.
What we do. We don't hold ourselves to any other standard other than we talk. What do you guys do? We are friends who talk on microphones.
I preface everything with, I am a moron, but I did see a movie recently.
Yeah, I'm a moron, but I saw a Down syndrome guy spitting game at the dog park today, and I think that's awesome. And I give him 5 stars.
I should have stuck around and figured out, oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, dude, what if, dude, okay, new reality show, Down syndrome pickup artist show.
How about Down syndrome guys versus pickup artists?
I mean, what's the difference?
No, but I mean, like, yeah,
that's Down syndrome guys versus Down syndrome guys.
I think one is a pure of heart.
One I would want to hang out with.
Yeah, one is a pure of heart, and one is just a nasty, disgusting human being.
Yeah, because it's like
just trying to put up numbers.
One
is looking for true love.
One is looking for true love. Do you think it's like? Do you ever watch? Because you've watched the like Down for Love and Love on the Spectrum thing. Do you think they're actually feeling love, or do you think they're like, this is the first person who's ever shown me any kind of attention?
I think it's a little of both, but I feel like they feel a more pure love. Like,
but it doesn't. Is it not? Do you think it's not entirely romantic?
I think it's more romantic. I think the way we are,
or sexual, I should say.
I think it's more sexual. I think they're unbelievably horny. I think they're unbelievably romantic.
There's some of them, like the girl on Love on the Spectrum who they let her drink alcohol and her boyfriend just drinks milk.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just do like little like weird kissing and then that's it. Because I think they still have like the child's brain, a little bit. So they're like playing boyfriend girlfriend like I would in elementary school.
But I'm saying they haven't become jaded by life, by like people cheating on them and like having no faith. Yeah. So their romance is more romantic in that it's a more pure. Where even if I fall in love with a woman now, I'm like, she's gonna cheat on me. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do self harm at her. I saw another comic DMing her, liking her photos. So I'm gonna kill him and then kill myself.
Yeah.
So it's like I think their love is truly more pure, where they don't even have those evil thoughts in the back of their mind. The worst they've felt is just normal guy rejection. Like, oh, it's okay. Like, you'll ask another girl out, and she'll and then once they find a girl who will go out on a date, they get married like 2 months later.
Yeah, and they never get divorced. They don't fucking.
So
yeah,
I like to see a Down syndrome movie review channel.
Dude, that would be awesome. He'd be like, I ate a lot of popcorn during this. They let me have gummy bears.
Dude.
And I had a big soda. I had 3 sodas during Dune. That is awesome.
He's like, Paul was a white savior complex.
Yeah.
Very problematic.
They're like, the worms were big.
I don't think I read the books. Yeah. I keep getting in fights with people about they're like, oh yeah, you read the books. I'm like, I did. I'll fucking kill you.
So how are they different than the books?
They leave about 90% out.
I mean, that's also like,
that's every movie and book. So I'm just being an asshole because it's fun.
Yeah, but you also like the books.
I love the books.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
the movie's all right.
Yeah, you're like, is it the thing though where you're like, I keep getting more and more comfortable as the episode goes on?
It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Like, is it the thing where it's like you just wish it was? But it's the thing. It's like, how many times have you read the book?
Twice.
Did you feel the same the second time as you did the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. That's quite interesting.
I love it. But here's what I feel about all things. When a movie, TV, music, I don't like 2-minute long songs. I like 10-minute long songs. Because if a song is 10 minutes and I don't like it, I'll turn it off in the first 30 seconds. If I love it, it's 10 minutes of the song.
I get 10 minutes of this awesome song.
If a movie is... Because I've walked out of Hancock in theaters. I'm like, this movie sucks. 20 minutes in, I left.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like it. It's not worth my time. I know it's not gonna get better.
Yeah.
Whereas if a movie is 3 hours and I love it, I'm like, I'll sit for another 3 hours.
I wish it was 5. Yeah. That's how I felt about Killers of the Flower Moon.
You wanted more?
Not that I wanted more, but it was 3.5 hours, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, and so
awesome.
That's
exactly how long that needed to be.
When people complain about like the length of stuff, I'm like, your brain has been fried. You have a child attention span, and you don't deserve your media literacy. Get him. And you don't deserve to consume media. Which is also why podcast viewers are pure, because they've sat for 50 whole minutes, listened to us have a yap session.
Dude, what is that?
What?
I see people talking about yapping.
Yapping is the new Gen Z term for when someone's like bullshitting for too long. You're not saying nothing.
So
that's exactly what it means.
Exactly what it means. Okay. Because I just see people. I was like, is this like a thing that I don't know? I'm like, am I just like being an old man about this?
No, they're just making fun of people being like, yap sash.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So if someone, can we talk about the discourse of dude? And that's where everyone will be like, this bitch is just yapping.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's great.
Here's the latest Black/Gen Z slang I learned.
Mm-hmm. You say that word.
No, it has it in it.
Oh shit.
It's green FN. And F stands for what you think it does, and N stands for what I think it does.
They talk about Kermit the Frog.
Kind of. No, this green FN comes from NBA 2K.
Okay.
And a green shot is like a perfect you make a perfect shot.
Yeah.
So if
you release it right at the perfect time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then F. Fucking or fuck, and then N, the N word.
Oh.
And so it almost sounds like bad, but I guess it's super complimentary because it's like a perfect shot.
The perfect release.
So if you go up to like a girl at a bar and you hit on her and she's like, it responds immediately like, that's a green FN right there.
Yeah, okay.
And you say FN, and it always is accompanied with a picture of Peter Griffin doing like a step back.
That's so funny.
3-pointer.
Do you see the picture of Kurt Angle meeting Peter Griffin?
I did.
Yeah, that was
the
awesome.
real Peter Griffin. I hate that guy.
Yeah, I hate him too, but it was really funny seeing Kurt Angle.
I guess I don't hate him. I feel sad for real Peter Griffin because it's like you're like I feel the same amount of sadness when I see like
Ken Bone. How do you feel about him?
Ken Bone's living his life. Ken Bone is Ken Bone. Ken Bone is him. That's
breach, brother. You were green FN for that.
Thank you. Whereas if there was a Ken Bone, what do they call impersonator. I think it's like, oh look, we could pay $50 and a guy will come to my birthday party.
Ken Bone will come to my birthday.
Dude, impersonators really hurt my soul,
dude. There was
a Rod Stewart impersonators always kill me. I'm just like, no.
Dude, I've talked about it. When I started comedy, I started doing stand-up on Long Island, and there was 2 different Rodney Dangerfield impersonators, and they would go to open mics to practice.
Did they ever show up the same one?
They did, and one time they argued because one of them said the other one stole his joke.
Oh my
God! The greatest stories I've ever heard in my entire life. Be like, you stole my joke. You both stole his jokes.
Yeah.
Dude, and every once in a while, they try to slip their own joke in there. And I'm like, no, do Rodney. That's not, that one sucks, and that's not him.
My favorite open mic beef was, let's see, it was Robbie. Oh, I'm going to mess up his name. Robbie something. And this other guy, this old guy who was probably like 70 or 80 years old.
That's awesome.
And so they were beefing with each other at open mic because they both accused each other of stealing the same joke. And the joke was, what would it sound like if Arnold Schwarzenegger had sex and he was coming? I think it would sound a little bit like this. And they were fighting. They were like almost came to blows.
That's so
because they both said
awesome.
In like 2016, I'm the first guy to ever come up with this idea.
That's so awesome.
Shout out Robbie.
Shout out. Did you have like weird impersonator people that would go to your open mics?
Not really.
No, dude. There was like a couple on Long Island that would do it, and there was one guy, he hosted an open mic, and I remember one time he ran like, I don't know what he was doing. He did like 20 minutes in between comics once, and it was like I was the next one up, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself.
How did he do 20?
Because he was hosting.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
No. And then he has his big bits were What if The Sopranos were in the White House?
Okay.
Yeah, so he did
See it
that.
now.
And then he did it was a commercial for Viagra starring the last 4 presidents. And this was when Obama was in office.
Okay.
And it was just
so Michelle Obama. She would be good with
Michael
Viagra.
Obama.
Was Big Mike a good bit? That wasn't a. Oh wait, yeah. What's her name? The lady comic. They killed her because she was saying Michelle had a penis.
Who?
She was on E. She did the red carpet.
Chelsea Handler. Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. That was big back then.
I don't think people were doing. I don't think people. This is the thing. I don't think people on Long Island knew what a trans person was in 2016 or even before that.
I don't think you need to know what a trans person is to know
that Michelle Obama has a penis.
Allegedly. I think she's sexy either way.
I think either way, I'd let her fuck me.
The hottest first lady. Well, what if the Sopranos were in the White House?
It's the thing. I think it would sound a little something like this. I think it would sound a little something like this. Is one of the funniest sentences in the world to me, like ironically.
I think it would sound a little. Hey, Tony, I heard they got weapons of mass destruction over in the Middle East.
Yeah, it was my mother-in-law.
Middle of what?
Yeah.
East New Jersey? I don't even know any.
Dude, it was not even that good. It was, I mean, like, he was good at doing the voices, but he was not.
That's why, impersonators, it's really funny because like,
you have the skill. The skill is doing the voice.
You either have the skill or you're a writer, and it's hard to like do both.
Yeah. There was a kid who would do.
I can do neither. I can't write jokes and I can't do voices.
No. But there's this kid, I think his name Randy Syfax. he did comedy in the city. I think he still might. But he was an impressionist, but he would do like Louis C.K.
That's fun. Like a good one?
Yeah, but it's like, I'll just go see him. This was like 2015. I'll just go see him. He's like the most famous comic in the world right now. And you're just doing his stuff. You're not like, what would it be like if Louis C.K., I don't know, stood in front of a door in a hotel room or something? Like,
what would it be like if Louis C.K. did open mic jokes? I think it would sound a little bit like this.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Go to any open mic and you can hear that right now.
I remember the first time, one of the first comedy things I was exposed to was it was a family talent show, and it was like a second, third cousin.
Yeah,
was like, "Oh, I do comedy," and I was like, What is this? What are you talking about?"
Hey, I'm listening.
And so he goes up and he starts doing. He starts literally doing Brian Regan's set.
That's awesome.
And I didn't know who Brian Regan was because I'm just a kid.
Yeah, so you're like, my cousin's the funniest person that's ever existed.
And I was like, this guy's unbelievable. What the hell? And then like a year later, I heard Brian Regan. I'm like, what the fuck? He stole, like, word for word, had memorized his entire set.
That's so fucking
And I was
funny.
just like, how often does that happen?
Oh, all the time.
Which is very...
There was like a bunch of like European comedians who were stealing...
French comics do it a lot. And Chinese comics.
And Italian.
Yeah. Where they just... Which I don't mind. You
like, it's like, oh, you took George Carlin jokes, and you translated them to Italian.
They literally just steal all. I don't mind that because it's like, America is the leader in stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
we are doing it 10 years ahead of even like Britain. Oh, so go ahead, steal our old bits,
dude. When
I don't care.
When we were in the UK, I hate that their whole system is like, here, every year you have an hour show and it has a theme.
Yeah.
Because it was like people would be like, "Oh, what's your comedy about?" And I go, "Me." I don't know. I saw something weird once, probably.
I saw a Down syndrome guy at the park.
Yeah, I saw a Down syndrome guy at the dog park with Riz.
So but I mean, it's just a different system. It's corny.
Because theirs comes from like the theater,
where ours is just a guy. Yeah, having a good time on stage.
Yeah, a guy who something the other day he saw. He saw something happened to him. He was walking down the street the other day, and then something happened.
Here's what I saw a Down syndrome guy. Here's my impression of a Down syndrome guy at the park, hitting on a beautiful woman with a dog.
I saw a Down syndrome
guy. I think it would
sound a little something like this.
You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Dude, that's so sick. Does your dog like peanut butter too?
That's the podcast, by the way.
That's the podcast?
Yeah. Unless you had anything else.
I got nothing else for these people. Except my love and admiration and childlike wonder.
Dude, let's see if Diego clutches a win.
Nope. He just placed 52nd.
He got third twice during this.
That's awesome, dude. I'm proud of you. I've never gotten third.
Did you not? You played once with us.
I played once. Was it Christmas or Diego's birthday?
Did we not get first place?
I think we did.
All right. That's a good record.
Yeah.
1 crown win and then you're tired.
That's me in roast battle. I'm undefeated in roast battle.
Yeah. Who'd you roast?
Rosebud Baker.
Oh.
And I won.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah. Which is funny because I wrote a bunch of roast jokes for her for other roasts before that. So she knew what kind of roast jokes I wrote.
Oh, and she couldn't use you.
No.
Little inside baseball.
Yeah, shout out. She's really successful now.
Comics use everyone around them, all their friends to write roast jokes.
I got paid once the person we were talking about that is insecure about having too much money, which is really funny.
Who I love?
Yeah. She once paid me to write roast jokes for her while she was the judge of a bad roast battle. It was Comedy Fight Club. It wasn't even roast battle at the stand.
So to roast the roasters?
Yeah.
That's cool.
To have jokes about
them. How much you get paid?
I think like $100.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sick.
I sat in her apartment once and wrote a bunch of jokes and then went home.
Hey,
I love writing jokes, by the way. That's my bread and butter.
Really?
Jokes with prompts. I'm like, I could do punch up all day long.
Oh,
I think I would thrive at punch up.
I like punch up, but I hate sitting down and writing.
Oh, I think if I can riff, if I'm in a room with people and I can riff, like I feel like I would thrive either doing punch up or like Weekend Update or something like that, where I'm like, here's the ideas, or like monologue jokes. I think I don't know if they would all get on TV or do well, but I think I could write a bunch in a day.
I can see that. Whereas I'd be like, all right. Stephen Colbert, here's what you do. You should call Joe Biden a pedophile. It'd be really funny.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, what's the joke? What are you talking about?
No. We're doing serious stuff right now. We're doing one of those monologues where you sing Ave Maria and cry or whatever the fucking shit is.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
You have millions of viewers.
You could do the funniest thing of all time.
My jokes are less direct and more esoteric and for the thinking man.
Yeah, I think I could, I think that is a skill I could, because I've had multiple people, I've helped a lot of people punch stuff up.
Yeah, I want you to punch up this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried, brother. I did as much as I could.
I got a 10-minute set coming up. I need to go over. with you.
Dude, I got you.
We'll do some riffs.
Yeah. First of all, you're gonna want to talk about therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta call something toxic. Also,
can we talk about how Muad'Dib is toxic? Anyone else notice this? Just me?
Yeah. I don't even know. Is Muad'Dib a person or a place?
That's
idea?
Paul. That's Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, look at that.
His name's Muad'Dib.
Or Paul.
Or Paul. Or Lisayam Al-Ghaib. Or
did you see
his secret name? Usul.
Oh shit. Did you see the thing that they were like somebody tweeted the other day being like Indiana Jones is really close name to Duncan, Idaho, but I guess we've never seen George Lucas be inspired by Dune before.
I did see. I have opinions on Star Wars stealing from Dune. It's Star Wars and Dune. They're two separate things. It's like, hey, you also can't have knights and dragon in your story.
Yeah. You have a sand planet on yours?
It's like, all right, man.
Yeah. I don't care either way.
You can't have
I don't really care about that kind of stuff in general.
What are you talking about? Two cops who don't get along.
Yeah.
Who get partnered together.
Oh, my God.
What the hell?
I invented two cops who don't get along.
What do you mean Arnold Schwarzenegger coming? That's my bit.
Yeah.
That's 100%. I came up with that. Arnold doesn't even come in real life. Why do you think he's so big? And
weightlifting to him feels like coming.
Yeah,
we all know that. He doesn't have to come.
So, all right, let's go punch up some jokes.
Let's go punch
up some jokes. That's the podcast. I should have had 2 beers.
You should have had 2 beers.
Fuck. So stupid.
That would have been awesome for me. 2 beer Mac would have been awesome for me.
Next time.
Hey.
Next time we'll...
Hey, and if you think about it, that 1 beer really is 2 beers.
No, it's like 1 beer. Because it's only 1 can.
That's true. This comic Brad Austin who moved to Australia, he had 2 of my favorite jokes of all time, and he had a joke about how tall boys, regular beers shouldn't be called regular beers, and tall boys shouldn't be called tall boys. A tall boy should be a regular beer, and then 12-ounce cans of beer should be called baby boys.
Baby boys for a stack.
Yeah, and that was or little boys. That was really funny.
A baby beer for babies. Like a baby could drink a normal
beer and be fine.
What is it? 12-ounce can
and be fine.
It would be. It would maybe get a buzz.
He had that joke, and then he had a joke about how every time he reads a newspaper, he's not actually reading it. He's spending the entire time thinking, "Look at me reading the newspaper," which I think is just a really funny thing. Look at me being a guy reading the newspaper, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's great."
I would remember reading the comics and being like, "These all suck."
Yeah.
Why are these comics? Anyways,
Why are more of these comics libertarian, like Doonesbury?
I hated Doonesbury. My dad loved Doonesbury.
It's so funny.
It's just like,
you even hated the libertarian comic?
But I'm like 10, so I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I liked all the comedy sucks. Beetle Bailey was all right. I guess.
I loved dude. First of all, Garfield. I know we have separate opinions on Garfield.
It depends on the day. Sometimes I like Garfield.
I hope it's on a Monday.
No.
That's the podcast, everyone. Patreon.com/Cowboy Boys.
Also,
Patreon.com/A Little Time Pod. Diego and I talk. He's not usually playing Fortnite while we podcast, but sometimes he could be.
Diego,
That's
was
fine.
it hard to play Fortnite while we were podcasting? Is that why you didn't get any wins? Because you wanted to riff? You kept thinking of things?
You kept thinking of awesome riffs to do?
I invited you to be on.
Yeah. You could have put a mic stand in front of you.
Because then now I'm ready to play Fortnite. I mean,
I'm ready to not see more Fortnite.
All right, whatever.
No, you can play. I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna look at my phone for a while.
All right,
I love my phone. Bye.